All right, coming up next, a matchup for the UFC flyweight division title. So here he is, the #1 flyweight contender, looking to change that title here in 25 minutes or fewer and leave as the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world. What a run to contention it has been for this young man. He has put together a long winning streak. He's got the finishes to make the fans happy. He's done everything to position himself for this type of championship opportunity. Now, under the lights, we'll see what he can do with it. So here he is, the UFC's reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion, making the walk for another defense here tonight. And if he wants to be mentioned with some of this division's greats of all time, and really with some of the greats of all time, this is one he's got to have here tonight. As the title defenses start to pile up, you can be mentioned in the conversation with guys like Demetrius Johnson. So here we go, another title defense here at 125. We'll see how it goes for the reigning champ. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Alex Perez. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 12 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Lee Summit, Missouri, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Tim
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting. You ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas, and really it's hard to think of a weakness that we have seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers thus far.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the count.
Lands flush with that right hand. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does grind on you with his bottom half. He doesn't do anything with his arms. His arms are free to punch. He's collecting you with his hips and his legs, making you make a determination as to whether or not you want to get grounded, pounded into the mat, or if you're going to give your back up, where he will then start to chase chokes.
A lot of energy expenditure defensively if you are the bottom fighter in this equation. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Both fighters get up now, and he landed the right hand there. Just out of range with that strike. Unable to connect with the right hand there.
Real nice body kick lands.
So just over 20
wow,
total strikes.
Actually got the takedown.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright.
Nice leg kick.
Just out of range with the big right hand.
Stand tight, get the double legs there,
Under a minute now to go. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Left hand punch from the clinch. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Another big takedown.
30 seconds now to go in the round. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. What a display of just sheer punching in that last round.
I mean, he looks like a boxer. He looks like a professional boxer out there, throwing and stringing those combinations together. He landed those big punches over and over again, and it was this one right here that really did change the tide of the round.
Perfect round. Go out there and do more of that. Okay, round two, you ready? You ready? Let's go,
Second
guys,
round here. Elliott gets hit with a kick.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
He's got to mix things up a bit more. Get some strikes to the body already. Well, he misses with the left punch there.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick. Oh, nice. Nice. I mean, this guy is really focused. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's gonna break him?
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Ask and you shall receive. Finally, a shot to the body. First one to the midsection from him, I believe. Elliott's going for a choke here.
Oh, and he's attacking choke now.
Nicely done. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. Now connects with a right.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And now he's got that tie clinch. Whiffs on the right hand. Elliott gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. Final seconds here. And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there in the previous round.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target, not headhunting, going to the body, making that investment into forcing a mistake later that will allow him to chase his finish.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent. Uh-oh.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck, and he will have to submit.
Side control now. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man, I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your legs able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Back mount now. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Now he's going to try to attack a Kimura here.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Try to establish that jab.
Great punch.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand. Oh, right hand, yes.
Big kick lands. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round. Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt wrapped around their waist. It's amazing.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Effective punch there. Oh, goes to the ankle pick now to get him down, DC. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
Allows him to get right back up.
He did a great job securing that ankle pick, but did not react quick enough to secure top position.
All right, so just like that, back to a standing position. We will see who has the advantage. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Big punch lands. Ooh. I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Elliott's inner thigh starting to bruise up pretty good now.
Another big leg kick lands.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes it stop throwing. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Close guard. Elliott's got his hand looking for a guillotine choke.
Watch guillotine.
Then he's out. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Close guard. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Tim Elliott. Recovery, man. Right back to his feet. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he going to do to follow up?
Wow. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Big elbow.
Final seconds.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Entertaining scraps so far. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Last round, guys. You ready? You ready?
It is the fifth and final round. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, nice combination of strikes there. In terms of the accuracy, I mean, that's exactly what a coach is looking for.
That's exactly. It's like the guy is hitting pads. It's like he's hitting focus mitts, but instead, he's dancing all over his opponent's face.
Oh! Oh, blocks that kick to the body. Nicely done. Oh, man, this guy kicks like a mule.
So hard. He kicks so hard every time you see him drive.
Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Trying to hammer that lead leg. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. Massive takedown in fifth lane.
Pretty significant welt to the left side. Well, he's able to get back up here, but oh, man, is he on wobbly legs. Checks that leg kick. All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
This is when you got to go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. You got to throw everything at your opponent, because if this thing goes to the judges, you are not going to win this fight.
Nice job landing the double jab there, DC.
I mean, you are definitely pressing that one. You love that one, don't you? You love that jab.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Oh, useful strike on the ground that was.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's going to attack armbar here.
Out. Nice hammer fist. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. 30 seconds now to go in the fight. Elliott's got the full mount. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get you some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Timothy Elliott.
So the fight goes all 5 rounds, but in the end, the belt remains with the champion. There he is in all his glory, and still the UFC flyweight champion of the world. He has taken on all comers and all contenders, and as yet, no one has been able to knock him off the perch.